Well, good morning. Today I'm here at Animal Kingdom today. I'm flying solo because Robert has to work today, so I thought we'd come out and do a little sightseeing, see what we can go on. I'm going to try and get on the safari ride, perhaps get on a couple other rides, and see how the crowds are today. This is pre-Hurricane Ian, and so hopefully I can get out of here before the rain comes. So let's go have some fun. Well, welcome to Animal Kingdom. Right now, it looks like they're fixing some of the water enclosures right here at the front because they have, there's walls up. Maybe they took the duckies out or something. Let me see what they've got going on over here. Oh, I'm sorry. Pardon me. Well, it's still working. I guess they're fixing the walk path. There's some swan and ducks. Lovely. And then, yes, this is where the Reeves Moonjack, the small deer, lets out a loud warning bark when a tiger is near. The long teeth are effective weapons against predators. The question is, can you see him anywhere? Because this little guy hides very, very well. I've caught him on film a few times, but not often. Fishies. How about that? There's some fishies down there. Right there. Cool. Oh my goodness, and he's just sitting there sunning himself. Look at that. He's just sitting there, basking in the glow.
Where is it? Oh my God!
I know, it's impressive, isn't it?
Yeah, iguana.
It's a very large iguana.
Yeah. Hey.
Very impressive. Wow. It's a black and white swan. It's a black-necked swan, that's what it is. Rosy-billed hawker. That's what these are right here. With the brown heads. They're cute. In here, but it's not usually this open. A white stork. That's interesting. It's an Ibis. Ooh, look at that. Vultures. They're spreading their wings and doing all kinds of the dance. Interesting dance. Wow.
You see the vultures?
Are they setting up a nest over there?
They are.
They are?
Yeah, so they've actually had a successful nest before and offspring. So that
Wonderful.
in the wild, there's no set nesting period, so they could lay an egg literally anytime.
Awesome. That's really awesome. Was that wing dance, was that part of the mating ritual?
It could be. They also live in a habitat with kangaroos, so they put them up to scare them away.
To scare them
too.
away, okay.
So they're very territorial of their little nest as well.
Well, they should be.
Yes.
This is a baby of this, right?
Yeah, that's
a-
Sandy. She's about 3 months old now.
Wow, that's really cool. So there's lots of babies around today.
Yes. We're coming off the summer, which is generally mating time for a lot of species.
Well, that's cool. Yeah, I'm going to go see what kind of babies are on the safari ride.
Oh my gosh, the baby rhino's my favorite. I
The rhino?
Get to see
I hope so too. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Oh, there he is. There he is.
I was like, I saw that.
There it is right there. It's swimming. It's a rare catch. The tamarin. It's a rare find to see them in their tree. Very nice. Well, it says 60 minutes, so we can still do that. Okay, and they have tours for backstage. Give it a shot to see if it really is 60 minutes. I used to go through the fast pass lanes, but they don't have those anymore. You have to get a lightning lane. And I'm not sure it's worth $16 just to do the safari ride. Safari booking office, that's cute. They do make it interesting so you're not bored. Symbol 1 is today? Okay. Stand right in line for that. Okay, here we go. Well, it is quite a line, as we can see.
There's little ones. Little ones are more than welcome to sit on your laps. But on the laps they must remain. They cannot stand up on your lap. Cannot stand up on or in the middle of the road. Cannot be held up into the air. It's not safe. We're going to be hitting lots of bumpy roads.
Okay, lots of bumpy roads.
Taking pictures and videos, have phones and cameras ready to go. We're not going to be able to see forest over on our left-hand side, a little deeper back there. There's a bongo to the right. There's also the okapi. Bongos can weigh 500 pounds. Known as the ghost of the forest.
There's the bongo right there.
Best hiders and camouflagers. To the right there in that yard, that's the okapi, the only known relative, the cousin of the giraffe, with its long purple prehensile tongue and very similar skull structure.
Oh my goodness, look at the one sitting there eating.
Second okapi, a little bit further back. Okapis typically weigh about 700 pounds. To the right, you can get to see another greater kudu here, second largest species of antelope on the reserve. They stand about 4 feet tall at the shoulders and weigh 750 pounds.
Oh, like Gigi.
Now it looks like here in the second yard. This is where we're going to take a quick stop. That is the black rhinoceros. A black rhinos weigh 3 to nearly 4,000 pounds. Quite agile. Massive size. They're going up to 35 miles per hour, but very territorial. Enjoy spending lots of their day all by themselves. Now look, yeah, they're kind of scattered around. There's quite a few further back by the big rock wall to the left of it, and then some in front of the den here.
Hyenas.
You'll see, well, there's one inside of it, a couple outside of it. These are called the African wild dogs. They're better known as the painted dogs. Most successful hunter in Africa. 90% success rate. When they go hunting, they'll have packs of 12 or more. They'll take turns as they run down their prey. Point where their prey will drop of complete exhaustion, incredible endurance on them. Now, wild dogs are within the canine family, which will tell you that they are 0% related to hyenas. Hyena necks have got long tongues as well. That'll help them to reach up to the tops of the trees. They can get nice bite to eat. Giraffe tongues can grow up to 16 inches long, and they eat about 20 hours of their day. And when it comes to sleeping, they only sleep about 30 minutes to 2 hours of their day. They break those up in little naps of about 2 minutes at a time. One of my favorite things though that the giraffes do, specifically the females, when it is time for a female to give birth, she will give birth standing up, which means when a baby giraffe is born, it's going to be taking about a 5 to 6 foot plunge to the floor. Now once that baby is born, they can walk and run within the very first hour of their life, already standing at 6 feet tall. And a whole group of giraffes like we've seen out here today, that is known as elephant country. Now this first area is also called Monkey Point, and I think there are some mandrills all the way in the back, but I'm not really getting a good look at them. But also over to the right by that alleyway there is a male African elephant.
See the elephant right there?
Oh my goodness, there is one right
We'll
there.
try and find more besides him, but male elephants, they can weigh between 11 and 13,000 pounds. Females are a little less in the weight class. They can weigh 7 to nearly 9,000 pounds. They'll eat around 300 pounds of food every single day. Now that big guy that's going up the alleyway there, he's the largest elephant on this reserve, weighing in at just over 12 and a half. Now when the elephant is pregnant, they do have the longest gestation period within the entire animal kingdom, and that will last for 22 months. Just shy of 2 full years before the baby elephant is born, weighing close to 300 pounds. But one thing that the elephant is probably most famous for is that long trunk of theirs, which has no bones in it, made up of all muscles. The inside of the elephant's trunk alone holds up to 40,000 muscles. Now, if you don't think that's a lot, think about it this way. The human body, your bodies, my friends, only have 650 muscles in total. Now, I do see some more elephants. They're just on the other side of the flamingo waters. On our left here, these are greater flamingo, largest and lightest pink of flamingo species in Africa. Now, these animals are born a little great ball of fluff. It takes them about a year for them to get to their full size, but when it comes to their pink color, it's a process that can take about 2 years, as they eat lots of brine shrimp filled with beta-carotene, and that beta-carotene, that diet, will change their coloring over 2 years from gray to pink. The group of flamingos, that's called a flamboyance, while the elephants that you see back there, a group of them, that's called that they have, acts as a natural camouflage, making them very difficult to pick up during the daytime. They've got about a 40-50% success rate. You see them in the first shot all the way up the hill there. Pretty tough to see. But in the second yard, it looks like we've got one walking around towards the top right-hand corner. Looks like there's another one that's laying down kind of towards the bushes there. Trying to slow down. Maybe this cheetah kind of walk towards us.
Over here, baby.
Or just stop there, okay. That's cool too. The cheetah is one of the fastest land mammals in the entire world. 65 miles an hour in 3 seconds. And though they're known for the quick speed, they maintain it for 1 to 2 times. This is the male lion.
Yep, there he is.
Now, the male lion has that beautiful mane around his neck that grows 25 pounds heavy. Now, he is massive and he is powerful. He's got that beautiful mane around his neck, 25 pounds heavy. His powerful roar can be heard from 5 miles away, but when it comes to the
females on the other
hunting,
side.
that job is done by the lioness. The females, they do the majority of the hunting for the pride, while the males, they stay at home, protect the land, and protect the pride. They do sleep about 18 hours or so, saving energy, and it's vital in preparation for a long night of hunting, because out of every 12 animals they do try and find for food, they're usually only successful once, if they're lucky, twice. So saving energy is crucial. Now, they are nocturnal. A lot of their work is going to be done at night, and just in general, they are more active at nighttime. During the day, a lion's vision is going to be just about as good or the same as yours and mine during the daytime. But at nighttime, the lion's vision is going to be about 6 times better than ours. Pretty good reason to go find some snacks at night. Now towards the back of this yard here on our left, there's a warthog, and all the way over to the right of the yard by the rocks there's another one.
Oh, he's over here too.
Warthogs are the largest species of burrowing animal in all of Africa. And with their razor-sharp tusks, they build their burrows. And when they go in, they'll back in, and they leave their tusks exposed to defend themselves from a predator. One of the most intelligent creatures down here. Yeah, it looks like a whole lot of them here today.
Yeah.
Now, the wardens take great care of these goats, feeding them, keeping them safe and healthy, giving them lots of attention as well. And as a thank you, the goats allow the wardens to milk them with no problems at all. They will provide lots of delicious and nutritious milk. Now, my friends, as we do start to leave the Java warden, as we do start to leave the Magadi Glen, that will end our time on Harambe Wildlife Reserve. Now, hopefully you saw a lot of animals out there today.
We're checking.
No, we had the line for a moment, but he went off to the other side.
Oh, okay, no, I'm afraid not.
So,
This is the backside of Gorilla Falls.
Gorilla
That's
Falls.
Gorilla Falls.
okay.
But the trail
is around the corner.
is further down.
Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, so we are walking out of the park. We did our safari ride. It was a lot of fun. Ooh, there's the warthog. There's the warthog. He's active and moving around. Look at that. Sometimes you see him and sometimes you don't get a shot of him at all. And there he is. Yay. All right, I found it. That teeny little deer is right there. Tucked away inside the foliage. Oh, cute. It's right inside there.
There it is.
They hide a lot.
That's what Miss Corey.
They're answering you. You asked them, they said, yes, we are. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Sure did.
Oh, because she's there.
Yeah, she just said, are you
You
guys ready for lunch? Is what she said.
Getting ready for lunch.
Video.
So what kind of a diet do they actually eat?
So they're getting a specially made pellet for ducks, geese, and swans. They get that every day, 3 times a day, along with some romaine lettuce. And then they'll get periodic treats of other items, seeds, different types of lettuce, crickets, krill. Today they're getting some cucumber.
Okay. Cucumber's good. So I wonder, do they recognize you or do they recognize the cart?
The cart, I'm sure.
cart.
Although, I mean, I think a little bit the uniform as well. I'm not sure if they would distinguish me from a different keeper in the same outfit, but I think they know, because I can walk up here in this outfit and I kind of get the same reaction. So
Okay.
I'm sure some of it is the...
It's the uniform.
The uniform as well,
Okay.
Yeah. There are the geese.
Those are the geese?
Well, those are barnacle geese, and then in front of you, the smaller, more petite ones are red-breasted geese, and I'm going to go in and feed them in a minute as soon as I can get the swans and barnacle geese into the pond.
And what are these white birds?
The pointy beaks?
Yes.
Those are white ibis.
Ibis.
Yep, they're
Okay.
native. They're just in the parks for the free grub.
Well, I've seen them before, and I was pretty sure they were ibis, but I wanted to make sure I had the right name.
White ibis, we do have glossy ibis here in Florida as well, but the white are a lot more common to see.
Ooh, and they're fighting each other either. They can get pretty aggressive, huh?
Well, so it's really worth it for them to spend a few minutes here eating all they can rather than spending the whole day out foraging in the wild. So they can get a little cantankerous with each other because, again, it
free
saves
food.
them a lot. Yeah,
It's free food.
Saves them a lot of effort and time. So they have to spend a little energy fussing over it, then they'll do that.
Okay. Often wondered if it was just territorial or if they were...
Again, so most of them will not swim. They're not really designed for it. Some of them have learned to do so to get the free food, but most of them won't. So if you have a really good area where the food is drifting towards somewhere, they can reach it from land, they might fight over that spot.
Over the spot.
Yeah.
So they're not really fighting over the food, they're fighting over the spot.
Well, they're fighting over the food that can be obtained at that spot.
At that spot,
yeah,
yes.
Yeah. So
okay.
It's
still about the
over
food.
Yeah.
It's still all about the
Yeah.
food.
It's
So.
always about the food.
Isn't it always?
Yeah, food
or mates.
or mates. Yes.
Yeah. You didn't want to say that, but I'll say
Sex,
it for you.
yeah.
Yep.
Sex was
So
always-
it's always
was
about
coming to
sex.
mind, but
It's always about sex.
go in and see how you get these.
Especially this time of the year, apparently.
Well, there's not so much breeding going on right about now. It's more right now. It's more about
Hatchlings?
about starting to think about pairing up for next year. Yeah, it's a little late in the year for babies. Although obviously in Florida we have a little more flexibility because we don't get super cold.
Right.
So there's a little less restrictiveness around breeding because our ponds don't freeze over. You know,
Right.
You don't, especially here in the park too, you don't have a shortage of food.
That's true.
So we can get breeding year round, but
And they know you're going to come in and
yeah,
feed them, right? Well,
Wait for
okay.
the big guys to get in the pool, so you don't have to fight off big guys. You ready?
It looks like it.
Here we go.
And then you have your own little stump you can sit on?
I actually stand over here. Everyone does it a little different, I'm sure.
Oh, that's interesting. And you actually make them wet too?
Yep. Most waterfowl find it easier to eat with some moisture involved. Not that they can't eat without it, especially the geese, which are terrestrial feeders mainly, but it does help.
Okay. And that's to keep them out of the pecking order there.
Well, again, geese, as I said before, are more terrestrial feeders as opposed to feeding in the water. These particular red-breasted geese are very
Staying
high
out.
water. Yeah, so we've been feeding them this way almost since they got here. We tried to get them to go into the pool to eat. It was just not, it was more fight than it would work. So we started feeding them up here on land. And now that we got some new water feeding birds, it has proved to be a good thing for them. Kind of keeps them, since they are a little shyer, keeps them from having to fight with the swans or the other geese. They still fuss with each other.
Hi. I'm getting an education for my viewers. Thank you for informing our viewers of how the ducks and birds feed, because they're all different.
They are all different.
That one brownish bird with the really funky feathers on the side,
Yeah.
what is that
So
one?
that's a plumed whistling duck. It's native to Australia. As its name implies, it doesn't quack, it whistles. The males and females look identical, although that is a mix.
That's pretty neat.
Yeah. Beautiful little bird.
They are. They have a very pretty different color to them. And thank you so much for the education. I appreciate it. And thanks for being on my vlog. There's DeVine. Miss DeVine is coming in. Yay. I actually got to view her. Look at that beautiful moose. You truly are divine.
You can't see it in the picture. You can't see it in the picture.
Turn around. Turn around, stop. Turn around, right there.
There's beautiful Miss Divine. Thank you.
That's so cool.
How awesome. Got to see her in her own natural element that she can hide and sneak up on people. So this is where we're at. We're saying goodbye to Animal Kingdom with Miss Divine. Thank you, Miss Divine, for a wonderful day here at Animal Kingdom.